Hi everybody, this is Digitprop, and I haven't posted anything for a long while, but today I want to show you something new. It's an homage to a new movie that came out not too long ago, Blade Runner 2049. And for those of you who have seen the movie and liked it, I have something special, and that is Kay's toy horse, this one actually, as a papercraft template. So you see, it's pretty much shaped like the original wooden toy horse, and it also has this birth date or death date, whatever it is exactly, but probably both. 10th of June 21 at the bottom of the horse. So got everything it needs to have, and I think it was a quite an iconic scene when it was first shown. This memory, it was really at first very enigmatic, and it plays a big role in the movie. So I thought, why not recreate it as a papercraft project? Admittedly, this is a rather complex model because even when you simplify the shapes and try to convert them to a kind of low polygon style, it still remains something that is not easily built. It has a lot of faces with very complex interactions between the various faces. So yeah, it's something that takes a little bit of patience, and that's why I also made this tutorial video where you can see how it's done step by step. So on my website you also have a step-by-step photo tutorial, which might be a little bit better even to show you the various steps at a slower pace. But this one helps you to show, helps you see how it works out as a whole project. So we start with 7 pieces that you need to cut out and crease and fold, of course. So these are the 7 pieces, and you can see one already has the coarse shape of the side of the horse, and the others don't. So this is the other side with a leg missing, so to say. And this one is the head, which we will do last. So the first step actually is we take this one, the side of the horse, and start with the number 66. So this actually is part of the hind leg, and we fold it down like this, and then you got this is the first step. Actually, I've created 2 versions. One version with white flaps, where you can really very clearly see the numbering, and another version where the flaps are actually colored like the rest of the body, which helps you prevent from white edges showing. So the colored version with the colored flaps is actually more beautiful, and this one has been done with the colored edges. And you see almost no white. I mean, the remaining white edges are actually something that you can hide by using a felt tip marker or something like that. And here we have a version that has been done with white flaps, and you see a lot of white edges showing. It's just very difficult to prevent that from happening. So one thing that you could do is actually print out both versions and use the version with the white flaps for orientation, and use the one with the colored flaps for actual building. Okay, so this is the first step, and second step, which actually already has this infamous bottom of the hind leg with a date on it. And we take flap number 32 and 65, which is here, and 39. So this one goes on the bottom here, and they interact like so. This one needs to be folded up. Right, so this is is the first step, assembling the hind leg. Alright, let's do it like this. Take care not to use too much glue, because that just takes longer to set then and makes it difficult to assemble the whole thing. Especially when we come to the smaller flaps, it's really important that this happens fast, otherwise the assembly is really difficult and painful. Alright, next we will do number 35, 73 here. So it's really amazing how these things come together. At the beginning you just don't have any idea how that should work out, but later on, when the true form of the thing emerges, it's really fantastic how this actually, this mass of flaps and faces becomes a wooden horse, actually a paper horse. Okay, next we continue along the line of the side of the horse, numbers 38, 72 and 36, which is actually the foreleg, attaches to the foreleg. Alright, like so. You can take a little bit more time than I do actually for this tutorial video, because when you do, you get cleaner connections here. I'm rushing this a little bit. So here we go. Okay, so this is already showing how the shape of the horse will emerge. So this is actually the space between the legs, and then you have here the body and the left side of the horse. All right. This is the next step, 53, 70 and 33, which is actually the bottom of the foreleg. So this is 33, 70 and 53. So this piece actually is the front of the foreleg. Let's see. So yeah, this was flap number 44, which nestles in between these two, and yeah, it's done like that. So what we have now is the left hand side of the horse. We have the forelegs up to the neck, and everything else is still open here. Oops, sorry. Doesn't have a lot of balance as of now. So the next step is 49, which again is very easy. It's just here to finish the left hand side. like so. And next comes the right hand side. So we have the foreleg here, and then we have 58, we have 37, 34, 40, which is here at the bottom, and this is the other part that finishes the right hand side. 58, 61, so everything here, 59. Okay, so this one actually is a belly fold. It's the flank of the horse. Okay, where the body gets a little bit thinner. 63 and 51. So the flaps along this edge here need to be glued on now. And essentially you can try to do it in one step. Alright. Alright. And 51 and 40 closed off here. Okay. I've made the face with the date a little bit lighter so that you can more easily see the date, because it's, of course, in the original horse it's engraved and here it's not. I've tried to give it a little bit of lighting and shadow effect, but still it's somewhat difficult to see. Alright, so this is the body. The body is almost done. We will keep this flap here on top, we will keep it open until the very end, so that you have an access point to go inside and really put pressure on the flaps when you glue on the other things. Alright, so the next step is the rear of the horse. This is this part, which also models the tail a little bit. It's not very detailed, but it's the same with the original prop in the movie. So again, it's a nice abstraction. And this entails flaps 26, 24 and 28. So you can do that on this piece before you actually attach it to the main body. So 24. Alright, and 28. Okay. Get this nice convex shape. Okay. So, and here again we have a belly fold along this line where the tail ends. Okay, so this is the back, and it's very obvious how it attaches to the main body. So we'll use flaps 27, 74, 62, 60, 71, 30, 29 and 25. Let's start at the bottom here. Right. Like so. So this is the back of the horse, and as I said, we will leave the top flap here open until the very end. Okay. Now, one thing that you can do actually, if you want to, is you can stabilize the whole model by gluing something heavy to the inside of the legs, kind of a small coin or something like that, or a screw. So the center of gravity moves down and the horse stands more stably. So now you have the whole body. The only thing that is missing is the head. The head is admittedly the most difficult part because it has a lot of small tiny details, especially the ears. Anyway, you begin with the head by gluing on flaps 5 and 6. So like this. Alright. And then you continue with flaps 12, 6, 7 and 17. Alright. Sorry, this is 9. Not 6, but 9. Okay, and now comes the most difficult part of the whole model, the ears. We have a couple of faces that are triangular. We need to fold them like this. So flap number 2 actually folds back and creates this pyramid shape here, like so. So this is flap number 2, and on the other side it's basically the same with flap number 13. So flaps number 2 and number 13 fold back onto the ears themselves. So let's start with number 2. And this gives you the pointy ears. They're very small details. And admittedly not very easy to do. So make sure that the glue sets before you move on to the next flap. Now number 13. And again, don't use too much glue, or else you have to wait longer and actually it doesn't stick better. If anything, the adherence is worse if you use more glue. Alright, so now you have this shape, and what you have to do now is glue on flaps 8, 10 and 3. So 8 and 10 attach the ears to the forehead. It's very difficult to get in here. And 3 bridges the gap between the ears. So 3 again is a valley fold. I'm using a small crafting knife here just to get into the model. Alright. Now we got it. So it's two pyramids next to each other, like so. And now we can close the top of the hat by gluing on flaps 14, 21 and 20 and 18 and 4. So these are very slight valley folds again here at the back of the hat, but it's a very shallow angle in both cases, like so. So this is how the hat closes. Let's do 18 and 20 first. All right. And now 21 and 4. All right. Okay, so this is how the hat closes, and the whole part here on top of the hat is tricky, and you need to take your time and you need to make sure that everything stays in place. But then what you get is this rather nice and horsey looking hat. Okay, now number 14 and 21 are easy again. This is the neck, back of the neck. Like so. So this is the hat, and this face here below flap number 1 actually is also again a belly fold and is the back of the horse. Right, so we now have these two parts, the body and the hat, and we now need to attach the hat to the body. And I suggest starting here with the bottom of the hat by gluing on number 48, 47, 19, 15, 16 and 11 and 46. So and 11 and 46 and 47 and 48. This is again a little bit tricky because now we're not having much space anymore to work inside. All is becoming very close now. And again, you need to take your time and make sure that everything fits together. Okay. So this is it. And actually, I made a little mistake. I should have also glued on 15 and 16 already, because it's very difficult to do that afterwards. So I will do that right now. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so once you've attached the hat to the body, the remaining flaps are actually quite easy. So this is the finished horse. You just have to glue on this side, and then here this flap, and here at the back. And again, this one will be the final one, which you will glue on once you have finished everything else, so that you can still go inside and apply pressure to the other flaps. So in the final step you just glue on flaps 31, 1 and 56, and that's it. You're done. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and if you actually build the horse, feel free to leave a comment on my website. I'd be very happy to hear from you, and enjoy and have a nice day. Bye.